What's going on, guys? It's Tyler. If you've been watching your portfolio or the market the past couple days, you might have noticed that SCHD has gone on a pretty good run these past couple days. But if you're an SCHD investor like I am, you probably opened your brokerage account and was like, whoa, what happened today? Today, I want to break down why SCHD has been climbing so much these past couple days and why so many investors are dumping money into this ETF and if this means anything is changing moving forward for this ETF. And here's the spoiler, it's not because they picked the wrong investment. Because either one, they never start investing, or two, they never create the income vehicle to be able to start investing. Before we get into this video, I do just want to pressure everyone to do their own research before you do any sort of investing. Estimates come with risks. You can lose money. Let's go ahead, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about why SCHD has been going up. But first, let's clear something up though. SCHD didn't just become a better ETF overnight. Something fundamentally changed over this past couple trading days or this last week or month really. Instead, something that's happening is something we see fairly often in the market, and it's actually just money rotating. For the past couple years, investors poured tons of money into tech stocks, growth stocks, AI stocks, whatever you can think of, and it will go up. Companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, Palantir, Corning, these companies absolutely exploded because investors were willing to pay more and more for future growth. But markets don't move in one direction forever. Eventually, investors start asking themselves, where can I find quality companies that are actually making money today? Where can I find businesses with strong cash flow? Where can I find companies that actually pay me while I owe them in the form of dividends? SCHD doesn't hold speculative companies hoping that they'll be profitable one day. It holds established businesses with strong balance sheets. These are companies generating billions of dollars in revenue. These are companies producing consistent profits, and companies that have histories of increasing their dividends over time. They're all essentially businesses that have already proven themselves. And when investors get a little bit more cautious and they simply want to diversify away from high growth stocks, money will naturally flow into funds like SCHD. This is one of the many reasons why I think we've seen so much strength in SCHD recently. Reason number one, it's incredibly cheap to own. The expense ratio to own this ETF is very low. SCHD has an expense ratio of 0.6%. That means if you invested $10,000, you're paying roughly $6 for that money to be professionally managed. You think about that in the grand scheme of things and the return you'd see on $10,000 in SCHD, on think of one dividend payment alone, it's essentially nothing. These fees might not seem like a big deal right now, but if you can pick the right ETFs like SCHD 20, 30 years down the line, that money will add up way more over time. Every dollar you don't spend in fees stays invested and keeps compounding. The second reason I love SCHD is that quarterly dividend payment. That's simply the best part about owning this ETF is you get paid for just simply owning it. That means every single quarter cash shows up in your account for just holding this ETF in your portfolio. Now, some people spend those dividends, put it in high yield cash. I would recommend reinvesting those dividends. Every dividend can buy you more and more shares. Those new shares can eventually pay you even more dividends. And those dividends can buy even more shares. It keeps going and going and going and going, and that's compound interest working for you. It's super cool because your investments are literally buying you more investments. When you think over decades, that snowball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Here's probably the biggest misconception about SCHD though. A lot of people are gonna go, oh, well, Tyler, isn't SCHD just an income ETF? Not exactly. Yes, it pays dividends, but the companies inside of SCHD are still growing. They're increasing earnings, growing revenue, and buying shares back, using dividends and even expanding their business, which also gives the ETF itself a great growth potential over time. This is why I personally fell in love with SCHD. Not only can you take advantage of the cash flow, but the long-term growth potential that comes with all the companies holding in SCHD. That's all just a really attractive combination. I would have started at the beginning of this year putting $100 every single week into SCHD and $100 every single week into S&P 500. You would have outcompeted the market by just putting that $100 in SCHD right now. So when people are all worried about growth stocks, oh, you're not getting much growth in SCHD, you literally could have outcompeted the market recently by just putting money in SCHD and not trying to find the next crazy individual stock that's going to blow up or make you lose all your money. Now, here's where I think a lot of investors make a mistake. SCHD goes up a few percent. Suddenly everyone wants to buy it. Then the market pulls back a little bit. People panic, and then some people start selling. And they convince themselves investing doesn't work. Meanwhile, the people quietly building wealth, they're doing something incredibly boring. They're buying every paycheck, every month, maybe every week, some people even every market day. If the market is up or if the market is down. Because investing isn't about finding the perfect day, it's all about giving your money time to work and time to grow. Now here's what I think the real problem is. Most people don't stay broke because they choose the wrong ETF or they choose the wrong stock. They're staying broke because they truly never start. Spend years asking, what ETF should I buy? What stock should I buy? How much should I start setting aside? When should I start? Is the market too high right now? Oh, I should wait. Meanwhile, months and years go by and you have $0 even invested, $0 working for you. Time is what creates wealth, not perfection. Even investing $50 every month is better than waiting 5 whole years to try and find that perfect strategy. Now, that's as long as you're investing in safe, good investments like, say, SCHD or the S&P 500, established things that, a lot of people's money are. Once you start, time begins working for you. But there's another problem. Let's say you're convinced and you want to start investing. Awesome, but after rent, after food, after car insurance, after putting gas in your car and trying to live life and do everything else you want to do, after all that, you only have $50 left. You're saying, can I still build wealth with this? Yes, you can. Imagine if you could figure out a way to try and save more money or even build more money. Imagine if you could invest $150, $500, $1,000, a few $1,000s. That's the exact question I asked myself, and that's exactly why I started and built my own business online. Not because I wanted to buy a Lamborghini or I wanted to have a crazy social media following and have a bunch of clout and flex it. Because I wanted to make sure I could have my money working for me. And rather if that was in the form of starting a business or investing, that was going to be how I did it. But I also realized I need more money to actually win in this investing game. And how can I make more money? With a business. So instead of trying to save my way to financial freedom, I said I'm going to earn my way to financial freedom. That was one of the biggest mindset shifts for me. Because when you create income, that's where you can create that breathing room from your rent, your car insurance, life, every other expense you have, and investing. That's breathing room to invest, breathing room to save, breathing room to take risks, breathing room to build actual wealth, and breathing room to do what you want with your time. People ask me all the time, Tyler, if I want to start my business, where should I start? If you have knowledge, a skill, or simply anything that you're passionate about, you can turn that into an online business. Inside Vonza, you can use AI to create a fully built out professional website, an online course, launch a paid community, and sell digital products. You can even sell physical products. It also gives you the ability to collect payments, run your email marketing, build landing pages, make forms to send out. It allows you to get access to automations like follow up after a customer checks out, or drip offers and coupons, bundles and upsells. Basically everything you need inside of one platform. So instead of paying for 6 different tools to try and run, scale, and launch your business, you have one platform with everything you need to run and scale your business with all these different AI tools and AI agents to do almost anything you need for you. They take all the heavy lifting out of the way from building your website, building your course, communities, anything you think of. Those AI agents take all the heavy lifting out of the way, and they really just make that barrier to entry as low as it can possibly be. Anybody can get started online with the business on Vonza. Here's what excites me the most. It isn't just building the business. It's what that business allows me to do. Every extra dollar I make, I can buy more SCHD, or VU, or Palantir, or Microsoft, or Apple, whatever your favorite stock is, whatever your favorite ETF is, whatever it is, you can buy more of it with that breathing room and the cash flow of, say, your job and your business. Yes, SCHD has had a great last couple days and has been super exciting recently. But remember guys, one good week does not change the investing strategy. Whether SCHD is up or if SCHD is down, I am still buying. But if there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it's this. Start investing today and let that snowball effect compound. Even if it's 20 bucks, 50 bucks, just start. And then focus on increasing your income. Maybe focus on cutting out extra expenses that you really don't need. Increasing your income will accelerate it exponentially. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments, are you an SCHD holder and how many shares do you have? Or do you not like SCHD and you like something completely different? Let us know in the comments, where are you guys investing and what are your favorite investments right now? And if you guys are ready to take those next steps towards financial freedom and get some breathing room for your income so you can start on your investment journey, hit that link in my bio, book your free strategy call with me. We'll go over everything Vonza has to offer and how we can help you hit the ground running with your online business today. Or maybe you're already started with your own business and you're having trouble scaling. You're at a little bit of a standstill. Tap that link in my bio, book your free strategy call with me. We'll compare your current setup, see if Vonza can give you access to more tools, put everything under one roof, and maybe even save you money every year. That is going to wrap today's video up. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you see more videos in the future.